that started up again, which can only mean one thing. Did my stream skip? Did it cut out for a bit? It seems to do that when it does that. Ooh, my internet sucks. Let's go to the Steps of Nald. Oh yeah, that's right. We were going to do a couple of things. We're going to turn the audio up a little bit. We're going to check to make sure that the ring that I'm wearing is the right ring. I am pretty sure it is this. The Meteor Survivor ring. I don't really know how to tell. But it is the Meteor ring. And I have it. Also, oh yeah, let's do the system configuration. Let's turn the audio up a smidge. Probably it's like, I don't know, 65? Let's go 65. 65 sounds fine. Alright, let's away. Good. I was certainly hoping it would be. Is that person just dead-ass wearing Kryle's outfit? Awesome. Good for you. Just walking around as Kryle. Miss Moon, would you be so kind as to describe your visit in detail on the day in question? Nothing unusual happened, but if you insist, I was pondering whether or not to purchase a new dress when a man approached me and confessed his undying love. What sort of man says that to a complete stranger, I ask you? Naturally, I was taken aback. I dropped my purse, in shock, not intentionally, on his foot, and he cried out in pain and fled. If I may be so bold, Miss Moon, that strikes me as a most unusual happening. In any case, it appears to be completely unrelated to the theft. Let us next proceed to the Colosseum and see what you remember. To the Colosseum to speak with Hildebrand. Okay, I'm just gonna walk there. And by walk, I mean this. Once again, Miss Moon, if you would be so kind as to tell us what you remember. Well, like before, nothing unusual happened. I felt like gambling that day, and I was debating which match to observe, when the gladiator approached me from behind and confessed his undying love. Naturally, I was taken aback. I whirled about and struck the man on the face with my purse, in shock, not intentionally. Unfortunately, since I was carrying a tremendous sum of money, my purse weighed about 60 pounds, and the blow was enough to render him unconscious, maybe even dead. 120 pounds? Miss Moon, you are a remarkably strong woman. Which is precisely why you were targeted. Oh, it's so obvious in hindsight. The thief bore you a grudge. No, it's more than that. He hated you with a passion. There sure are a lot of giant crates in Ul'dah, at the Weavers Guild, at Sunsilk Tapestries, and here too. I wonder if those are going to be important in any way. Doing some squat thrusts. These cases are everywhere, Maroon. I wonder what's inside, but I don't see how you can open... Ah, of course. I still have plenty of explosives. Here, why don't you try? Oh, it'll be fun. Yeah, I'm on board. Let's fucking go. Kaboom. Ha! Men! Obviously. We've solved the case, Hildebrand. Men. At the heart of every crime rests a single, unassailable truth, reached only by navigating a web of falsehoods and contradictions. Hearken to me now. As far as a fair shepherd leads his flock, I shall guide you to my irrefutable conclusion. A gladiator professes his healings only to be rejected and physically assaulted in response, wounding his pride as a warrior and man, resenting her prowess whilst recognizing her weakness. He carries out a more feasible vengeance. He robs Yellow Moon of her weapon, the pure heart. Inspector, we found the pure heart. These strange men sneaking around town in wooden crates had it. It's not what you think. We're not thieves, we're devotees. Yellow Moon is our sun and stars. We only wish to keep her safe from harm, and should she misplace an item from time to time, we collect it for safekeeping. Nothing untold. You deviants were behind all the thefts. All this time, you've been stalking me. What nerve? Such unbridled fury, such righteous indignation. We should be glad to accept the goodness of the goddess's punishment. Goddess, devotees. Ah, but of course, that I had you inspect those crates was a stroke of genius indeed. As I was elucidating. I deadass read that as ejaculating. As I was ejaculating but a moment ago. Those fiends were obviously the ones responsible for the recent thrash of weapon thefts. Those thieves were carried out by a single individual, you imbecile. Those thefts. Lest you've forgotten, the culprit is a duelist. He only claims his victims' weapons after defeating them in single combat. If your powers of observations are as great as you claim, you should have deduced that those buffoons in boxes were incapable of such. I should know. I'm a reporter of the Mithril Eye. The name's Ellie, and I've been investigating these incidents for weeks. Inspector Hildebrand, gentleman investigator and agent of iniquity, I presume. You're looking well for a dead man. Would you like to meet one of the duelist's victims? I'll introduce you. With pleasure. You would be willing to share such precious information with me? Your generosity is commendable, Miss Ellie. May this mark the beginning of a long and beautiful friendship. Yes, very good. The name of the man is... Huh? Well, where the bloody hells do you think you're going? I haven't told you anything yet! It just takes off. Alright, let's see. I suppose since you're the imbecile's friend, you intend to help him? The man you want to find is an adventurer named Humphrey. At present, he can be found at the Golden Bazaar. With luck, the good inspector may find his way there by the time you arrive. If not, then so be it. I wonder what will happen when he discovers the victim is a perpetrator as well. I have to speak with Humphrey at the bazaar. At the very weird, at least. Shwoom. 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 It's time to ride my weird zebra gazelle. So I think that's what it is. I honestly have no idea what this thing is. It's like a tapir of sorts. It's Humphrey. I'm Humphrey, and you are? Not gonna answer, I see. At last, I have caught up with you. There, you there. Young sir, I am told you're a victim of the marauding duelist. Me? A victim? How amusing. You amuse me. True, I was challenged by the duelist not long ago, but where he thought to find a whelp. He found a warrior of light instead. I defended my honor with my blade. See for yourself. You mean you won? That's amazing! Well, it's nothing compared to what I faced at Cartignou. Magitech to the right of us, Magitex to the left of us, stuck in the middle with Master Lou. We were stuck in the middle with Lou. Yeah, I see what he was doing there. Cor, he was a dab hand with an old magic, he was. I tried to save him, of course, but there's a limit to how many giant beasties a man can... That man is no warrior of light. Tell them, Elazar, tell them how he lost and surrendered the sword that was not even his. Lie, scoundrel! I trusted that bastard with me father's blade. Bid him to take it to the smithy for restoration. Even gave him a gill to pay for it. Then he comes crawling back, sniveling and begging forgiveness for losing it in a duel, as if that's enough to set things right. Look at me, you bleeding whoreson. Look at me. Me flowing golden locks are no more. I have bald from the stress and heartbreak. I swear to every Holly that you face a wrecking if you don't bring her back to me. Oh yeah, this bit's fun. Alright. I don't remember what voice I was doing for him. I wasn't paying attention. Alright. He beat the shite out of me and took the old man's sword. I used the guild to pay the Chirurgan. I have no idea where he or the sword is. Chirurgan? Chirurgion. What am I supposed to do, huh? I can't give him what I don't have, unless you help me find the sword. That's what you'll do, right? Help people? Have you no shame? First you claim a legacy not your own, and then you beg others for help with problems of your own making? You will refuse this man, won't you, Inspector? And what of Elazar's finding flowing golden locks? How will forsaking young Humphrey help the man he has wronged? So he will take the case. We shall begin our search for the sword by questioning the people of the Golden Bazaar. There's a giant turtle here. Spinning round, making its rounds. I'm going to take a quick break. I will be back momentarily. Well, let's at least set a nice little emote to come back to. There's the Manderville Mambo. I'm going to do this anyway. I'll be back. I'm back! And it depends on what you mean by Danger Noodle. Because I actually have... Let me see. Mount Guide. Open Mount Guide. There it is. Because this is what we're referring to. Behold, the Danger Noodle. It's one of my newer mounts. It only fits one passenger. Anyway. Moving on! That boy should be ashamed of himself, robbing poor Elazar of a priceless family heirloom. Just goes to show you should never trust an adventurer who claims to be the warrior light. Thieves and tricksters, the lot of them. It may not be the most honorable solution, but mayhaps we should consider giving Elazar a counterfeit blade. If the deception brings him peace in his final days, would it be so wrong? Elazar's sword wasn't much to look at, but at least it was authentic. More than a few collectors have been tricked into purchasing counterfeit relics. Cool. Let's go this way. A Debbie. One Debbie. I think it's just Abe. Antique swords? Oh, I haven't the foggiest about that. The traveling merchant, Judge Unpa, is the one you ought to speak with, assuming he hasn't left. Where's my mouse? There it is. Alright, let's go to speak to Jujinpa. I love this part. Well, I'm gonna get to it eventually. Ooh, it sounds like... Oh, I've got to go check up on something real quick. Sorry, I just took a break, but I have to take another one. I will be back shortly. No, it's in here. I think I remember where I keep all of my emotes. All right, I'll be back. Alright, I have returned. And now I have pizza. Alright, that's right, this doesn't go with escape. Let's fucking go. Let's speak to Jijonpa. Hello, Jijonpa. I love when all of us have mustaches. They're so funny. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of an ancient sword. At least, not of one I can guarantee to be authentic. You see, anywheres I determine to be of dubious origin, I immediately discard and spring east of Camp Drybone. Although I have no swords for sale at present, I may have disposed of a facsimile similar to the design to the one you describe. This presents a quarry. Though I am loath to deceive an honorable man like Elazar, a well-intentioned rouse may put his heart at ease, thus spurring the rejuvenation of his flowing golden locks, whilst we continue to search for the genuine article. Well, if there is a sword in that spring, it won't remain there for long. It's one of the more convenient sources of fresh water for the common folk in Camp Drybone. He just tosses junk swords into the drinking water of Camp Drybone? That's cool. You shouldn't endeavor to be more optimistic, Miss Ellie, like me. I say we search the spring first before declaring all to be lost. He's got a tank with grabby hands. It's a Tachikoma. Whee! I always liked this mount. I just look like I'm in trouble. He's like, yeah, I guess I'll go this way. Whoosh. Yes, I did indeed make it back. Be cool if you could get out of the mountain and just fall. But you can't, unfortunately. Ah, you and your lasers. Stop shooting at me, I'm allergic to lasers! Stop it! It occurs to me that I am not yet fully recovered from my acclimated injuries. Accumulated injuries. I would not be prudent to immerse my body in water. Not without first coating it with a liberal application of salamander oil, that is. Indeed, on many an occasion, my dearest mother tended my childhood scrapes just so. You understand the importance of physical rehabilitation, yes? Then you can assist me by pouring the oil all over my body. Yeah, let's go get some oil for Hildebrand. Hildebrand oil. Okay, I guess I have to... Oh, where did I even get salamander oil? This body is but an instrument for the occasional need of oiling. So come, my friend, come and oil me up. It's time to oil up that dandy. Ah, this comforting scent, as though I am a child in her arms. Quickly now, before it dries, knead the oil into my aching flesh. Let's massage Hildebrand's aching flesh. Ah, the pain multiplied. It's manifold. Greatly now, gently. Ah, not gentle enough, it would seem. Continue to oil up this Hildebrand. Oh gods, yes, at last, my muscles slacken and soften. The warmth spreads and the pain becomes pleasure. Alright. You do you, buddy. I'm just gonna bap his knees. Right there, yes, keep doing that. Just like that, just, yes. Now once more, with feeling. Just really gotta get it in there, just, Never before have I received such splendid ministrations. Now then, into the spring as well, my good man. It's the honey pot. What do we want the honey pot for? I don't remember. Oh, it's of interest. I see. That's what I want. Yay. I found a honey pot. I found a rock. And there's this cat with a tank following me around. You gotta make sure you're extra thorough when you're oiling up Hildebrand. A muddy bottle. This could be interesting. It could be a flask of whiskey. Hildebrand, I found some. You've been productive. Excellent. May I see what you found? I found that, I found that, and I found that. Utter crap. All of it. No sign of a sword Judge Mpa mentioned, I see. Ah! Now I'm all wet. What was that anyway? What was that anyway? Did you did something cause you to... Ah. The sword we were looking for. Once again, my instincts have guided us to our quarry. That, and I had you search this section of the spring was a stroke of...
Inspector, it's bad for your health to conduct investigations in those clothes. I'll go to Old Dawn and fit you some new ones.
Let's just say she's eating something in this scene, and I didn't just read a line with my mouth full. How thoughtful of you, Nashu. While you're there, purchase a few bottles of hair tonic for Elazar as well. The newest, most potent blend you can find. Is it not wonderful, my friend? Soon of all Elazar's woes will be no more.
Did it. We've cured a man of woes. The bluebird!
Quickly, we must adjourn.
Okay, that wasn't smart. Had I not done that, I would have known there was a mountain that I was about to crash into. Oh, hey, a mender. I need that. I need mending. Whatever, I don't need this right now. Ah, this part's great. I love this part.
As promised, I've returned to you your father's ancient blade. Aye, it is her. Every trip and scratch just as I remember. God's blessed ye, sir. I never expected you would go to such lengths for two strangers without thought of reward. Altruism is a rare trait these days. 'Tis common enough if you know where to look. A gentleman recognizes the good in every soul, and understands that none deserve to be forsaken.
Wow.
Spoken like a true gentleman, though your garments beg to differ.
Inspector, I brought a change of clothing. I also brought a supply of tonic from the peddler I met in Pearl Lane.
Excellent work, Nashu. If you would just bring me that case.
Okay, but the thing that makes this funny is I'm like 3 feet tall.
in order for me to have to dodge that card, it has to come out and arc upward to get into Hildebrand's face. Fucking love being a Lalafell. It's the funniest goddamn thing in the world. Inspector Hildebrand. There appears to be something lodged in my forehead. Could it be a missive from an adoring admirer? He just slapping. He's going for all of it. He's going all out. The author neglected to pen her name. I shall come to claim the collector's blade. Is that supposed to be flattering? No, you. It's supposed to be intimidating. The duelist wrote this. He's daring you to stop him. What? Audible gasp? A challenger? For me? Oh, at last the curtain rises. Very well. If I am to duel the duelist, I must dress for the occasion. I thought he was just going to come back up and he was going to be fully clothed. Alright, I'll take that as a screenshot. No, wait. Yes, perfect. My hat's in the way. Better. Whatever. I'll use one of those as the thumbnail. I, Hildebrand, agent of Enquity, inspector extraordinaire, accept your challenge. He's incredible. So bald. So majestic. So bold. So majestic. Just like a warrior of light. No, a gentleman of light. How come that's a title we can't get? That's better. There it is. Perfect. That's the thumbnail. He is exceptionally something. Core, Inspector Hildebrand, you look amazing. Hey! His hair grew back. Look at that. Good for him. Hildebrand. Oh, yeah, I know what it is. Give me that. I'm eating pizza. Live. On stream. Just for you. I thought there'd be more to that, so I thought I'd take a bite, and I was clearly wrong. This is far from the strongest of swords. Blue skies and the rolling desert. How much longer must I seek the blade of legend? That's some interesting clipping right there. It's Greg! It is Greg! I'm not sure if you can hear it, but my brother is screaming in the background. Good for him. He's having a bit of a hard time, it sounds. Challenge accepted, my worthy opponent. You shall not claim the blade. With my, let us call what it is, genius, I shall bring you to... Okay. Wait, you wish to duel with weapons, not wits? This bridge hardly seems appropriate for such an epic battle. Hildebrand will return. And whatever that was, I didn't bother to read it. Hey, I know that spear. That's the one I found buried with the pumpkins. Pumpkins? Sort of reminds me of, No, it's gone. Never mind. Bye. Perchance you are curious about the duelist's declared target. It so happens I have identified the weapon in question. The treaty blade is part of an Ishgardian noble collection, or was, I should say. No, it has not yet been stolen. It has been purchased by an Uldon collector, a wife of a wealthy merchant living in Vesper Bay.
One second.
Suffice it to say, I would be remiss if my duties as a reporter were not to investigate her. And should the duelist strike whilst I am present, well, I hope I need explain what a golden opportunity that would be. Ingratiating myself to her may prove to be the greatest challenge, though. I'm told she is a difficult woman to please. Fortunately, I am also told that she has a fondness for rare flowers, the sort Tutusi in Camp Drybone sells. You can come along if you'd like.
Sounds like we get to meet yet another potato.
Let's fucking go.
I ain't walking all that way. We're flying.
I could save myself valuable seconds.
Ooh, we'll have to see if we acquire Fat Tom. Or if we roll Fat Tom. Here you are, miss. Thank you for your patronage.
Was it for love or money that you killed him? That sounds dramatic. It was you! Have you gone mad? That was an Amalia arrow in his back. I don't even know how to shoot a bow. Amalia don't shoot fleeting unarmed merchants. They capture and temper them. Not that you or your victim make for convincing merchants. If you're going to misrepresent yourself, put some effort into it. Wear gloves, for God's sake, or at least don't wave your hands in front of my face. The calluses on your fingers betray you as a veteran archer. Doubtless, you used your skills to great effect 5 years ago, and as did your partner. So again, I ask, was it because he took from your share, or your sister? You don't touch a man's kin. He knew that, and yet he. Damn. I thought he did it for the money. You too. He's all yours. You too. He's all yours. Yes, of course. Thank you for the help, Inspector. Another detective. For me to poorly read his lines. For a second, I thought those bags were just massive titties. What is actually wrong with me? At least he's competent, but when did investigating crimes become such a popular profession? It's not his job, you know. He just likes doing it. He belongs to one of those Ishgard's high houses. Some say he's a baron. Not at all like that buffoon Hildebrand, don't you think? He does it for a living. I try not to think about Hildebrand. We should get going. Lady Durilda will not take kindly to wilted flowers. Alright. To where are we going? Alright, cool. Teleport to Horizon. I think we should whip out Fat Tom, or who I assume Fat Tom is.
It's probably Fat Tom.
Let's fucking go.
This does quite capture the silliness of the arc. Well, this isn't quite what I was hoping for. There we are. Yes. He's got cabbage for walk, cake for fly. Alright, let's go this way, apparently. Where am I going? This way it is. That's not right. Ah, yeah, that's right. It's over here. Don't mind me. I'm just in a big-ass bird. Again, as I told you the last 20 who came before, if you come looking for work, you are too late. And even if I were in need of additional security, I would not deign to hire a common adventurer. Now remove yourself from my sight before I have you removed. I have this flower. Would you hire me for a flower? Did you really think I could be so easily manipulated? Present the right gift, speak the right magic words, and you earn my respect? What is more, a flower, What is more, a flower's beauty is fleeting. I value beauty which transcends the boundaries of time, everlasting, enduring, unchanging, like mine. Now get out. Forgive us, Lady Torella. We meant no disrespect. We are afraid that you would not heed our warnings otherwise. A notorious, violent thief is plotting to steal a treaty blade. You fools! I shall not come to claim the collector's I shall come to claim the collector's blade. Yes, I read the Mithril Eye. I know full well of whom you speak, and it's none of your concern. Did you publish that already? We found that out about like 5 minutes ago. Oh, yeah, that's right. It started a new arc, so I guess sometime may have gone. Sometime may have passed. And even if by some miracle he should succeed, he will not escape my wrath, for I have retained the services of a certain gentleman. Oh, no, you didn't. Ah, but you may see for yourself. Like every piece in my collection, he has been chosen with the utmost care. Now look upon my peerless inspector, interlopers, and despair. I put pauses in weird places. Pauses in weird places and despair. Ah!
Ships that pass in the night, a signal shown in the darkness. The lady cries out for a guardian, and a gentleman must needs oblige. I swear to you, here and now, I, Hildebrand, agent of Enquity, Inspector Extraordinaire, shall neither slumber nor sleep until the fiend who covers the treaty blade is brought to justice.
I should really learn that word instead of just skipping over it.
Good sir, what brings you here? Are you come in pursuit of the duelist as well, or perhaps in pursuit of me?
As if I would spend a single gil on an insufferable incompetent. To be fair, if you're not spending a single gil on me. I knew who that was and I still read it wrong. Reading is hard.
The chance to investigate such an intriguing case is payment enough. Primitive declarations of criminal intent are hardly in vogue. Sorry I'm late. Busy solving a murder, you see.
Braden.
Briardian. Consulting Inspector. At your service, milady.
What if it isn't the expense not spared?
Conniving Inspector. Consulting Inspector. Rotting flesh and saltpeter. Hildebrand Manderville and Nashu Mahakaraka, I presume. Two rank amateurs playing at a profession of which they know not. call me when you're finished with these wastrels. You see, I do not want nor need your help. Briarden is more than capable of overseeing the transfer. Now get out, all of you! I wanted to solve the mystery. Where have you been, Maria? And where are my vases? Where is my vase? There was a strange There was a strange flying thing, and the vase, I dropped it in the water. And the vase once belonged to the royal house of Throne. Do you have any idea how much it was worth? You will go back outside right now and search for my vase, and you are not to return until you find it. Do I make myself clear? My lady, pray allow me to go in the girl's stead. It is not safe for herself to be. It is not safe, for she herself spoke of ferocious wild beasts. With my unmatched investigative skills, I shall swiftly locate and recover the missing vase, thereby earning your respect. At which point you will gladly grant me permission to investigate the thieving duelist. Verily, it is a plan fiendishly clever in its intricacies. Not when spoken aloud, it's not. Miss Maria, would you be so kind as to tell me exactly what happened? In your own words? What is that face? I picked up the vase and doll like Mother said, and I was on my way home. I was crossing the bridge, and then the flying thing came. I got scared, so I ran. When I stopped, it was gone, but so was the vase. I think I dropped it in Nofik as well. I wanted to go and look, but there was a scary-looking thing down there. I'm scared to go alone. You are no longer alone, Miss Maria. We shall go together and look for the vase. All 5 of us. Alright. All 4 of you. I'm going after Inspector Briardian. Yeah. If the duelist strikes, I mean to be there. But Miss Ellie, how can you ignore the plight of a young girl for the sake of a story? Because that is my job, you imbecile. Well, we shall not be derelict in our duty to justice. Come, Nashu, we must away. You don't even know what the bloody vase looks like. It's roughly vase-shaped, right? You know? Maria, dear, listen. If it gets dangerous, or if you feel afraid, you run into this adventurer for help. Understand? No? I see you're wandering around in your jellyfish. Oh, it's so far away. I can get there slightly quicker by doing this. Pizza. Ah, it's one of those moon dogs. Ah, this wretched resting merchant surely has something to say. The girl we run by earlier. Aye, I seen her. Had something in her hands, but dropped it while crossing the bridge. Didn't get a good look, but I reckon it didn't matter any road. Whatever it is long gone by now. It's Eyeball. Yay. Eyeball is my favorite. Whee! Ow.
Surely there must be someone on this dock who will speak to me. Nope, down. Ah, here it is. Gammon. It's gammon. A vase. Well, anything that falls in the water is likely to be swept downstream fairly quickly. Does this have anything to do with the queer-winged beast I saw earlier? No? Never mind then. I mean, it might. Ah! Well, if it isn't a flamboyant oaf.
A pox upon that thieving demon bird. He shall rue the day he crossed paths with me. Huh? A vase? I know not of what you... Ugh, curse the infernal... Ryu's underfoot, every point is a dagger.
There is something in the water at the man's feet. What is it? It's a curious object.
Do I spy the treasured vase of Lady Durilda over? Oh dear. Does this belong to you, child? Forgive me, I was so engrossed in my search that I didn't notice. Your search for what, pray tell?
God damn it, their voices are too similar.
The demon bird that absconded with my weapon. I set it down for but a moment, only to see it next in the talons of that accursed creature. I gave chase, following it to these waters, and in my haste I have stepped upon your vase.
Don't fret, Maria. I know it looks bad, but I'm sure Inspector Hildebrand will think of something.
I'm thinking glue. Lots and lots of glue. Oh, but I already have my faithful assistant. Hearken to me now, for as the rising sun doth dispel the dark, so shall my solution resolve our dilemma. But first, we must gather as many fragments of this vase as we can find.
Oh my god, I bet it is glue. We're just gonna glue this thing back together, isn't it? Precious pot shard. Just gotta dig it out of the mud. You have that interacting time to make it more immersive while I drown. It's okay, I can hold my breath for a really long time. My lungs are huge compared to the rest of my body.
Come to present your findings, have you? Splendid, let's have a look. And I am underneath a car. Well done, my friend. This should be more than sufficient for our needs. He has performed miracles with far less, after all.
Who? Oh, I know who. What did it say?
What manner of solution could he have? The vase looks to be beyond all hope to me.
There is a green chicken here, and I can't remember why. Where am I going? Oh, I guess Hildebrand has the next line of questing for me.
There is but one person in all Eorzea capable of reconstructing this vase. A man whose skill with a hammer has brought rival goldsmiths low. So breathtaking are his works, so fearsome his competitive spirit. This man is no mere goldsmith. You speak of him as if he was a great warrior. Once, a notorious gang of thieves perpetrated a series of robberies in Uldar, targeting establishers such luxury goods. One such shop was owned by the humble lapidary of whom I speak. His was the last shop the thieves struck, for the following morning they were found beaten, bound, and gagged in the gold court. The blast blades never learned who was responsible. The only information they had was a testimony of a thief who kept muttering the words, "The hammer, the hammer."
The hammer is my penis? He sounds dangerous.
Aye, that he does, and I do so enjoy the company of dangerous men. But where are my manners? I have yet to properly introduce myself. I am Gilgamesh, and that is my companion, Enkidu. Well, not really. It has been many moons since I last saw her, so to ease the burden of loneliness, I tamed a rooster and painted it green. In any case, you mean to search for this goldsmith, yes? If so, it would be my pleasure to help. The pleasure is all mine, Gilligan. I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, bid you welcome.
Inquiry. Obviously, it's fucking inquiry.
If it's that hard for you to remember, I give you leave to call me Gil. Excellent suggestion, Greg. Playful monikers are an effective means of building camaraderie. Call me Hildy. Now then, from what I know from the goldsmith's propensity to produce his materials himself, I have deduced that he is most likely to be found in the vicinity of the Blue Fog in northern Thanalan. That is where we shall begin our search.
Hildebrand is never going to have I'm never going to do a consistent voice for any character. Alright, fine, let's do this. Onward to, here. The hammer, Camp Blue Frog. As it turns out, we needed to teleport first. Oh, that's a different person in a different car. I thought that was Caveman in the car for a second. Anyway, go north, Caveman. North. Go north. North. Somehow this is oddly fitting thematically. Oh, you mean like Gilgamesh make him Spanish? I can do that. Fucking hilarious. Too far north, Caveman! Go south now! Where are you going? Alright, whatever. How do I... Yeah, there we are. Let's go. Alright. It's a Dobliet carcass. I don't think this has been dead long. Maybe whoever did it is still around. What voice should I do for Godbert? There is, yes. The basilisk wound indicates that it was felled with a hammer. A trail of bloody footprints leads to the north. A single blow to the head. Impressive. Yeah, I think a Spanish accent would work for him. I just gotta get in the groove of doing that Spanish accent. I do a lot of accents for somebody who doesn't good at accents. And I'm a vampire. Vampire, Spanish. What is the difference? Actually, vampire would probably still work. Yeah. His eyes fucking rolled to the back of his head. The Doblin, the Basilisk, this Ahriman, all were slain with a hammer, as was the beast over yonder, unless I'm mistaken. That chimera must be his latest prize, which means he must still be about. Mayhap he was watching us at this very moment, attaining to ascertain our intentions. He was ever a curious man when on the hunt. I could probably try a German accent for Godbert. Alas, it comes to this. Though every fiber of my being cries out in rebellion, I must break my oath and do the unspankable.
What must you do that is so terrible? I must dance! I'm the Manderville man, doing what a Manderville can, from the peaks of Quarthus to Thalan, Manderville man. I tried. I cannot avert my eyes. That was the dance of House Manderville, passed down from father to son. Were I to perform it with the sight of perform it within sight of our quarry, he would not be able to resist revealing himself. Alas, I neglected to properly stretch my legs beforehand. My good man, I see no other solution. You must dance to my stead, though it be a gross, nay, unconcilable violation of my family's tradition. I must bequeath to you the Manderville. Aw, shit, yeah, it's time for the Manderville Mambo. Yay! The Manderville dance. We are siblings now, my constant comrade, for I have shared with you the secrets of House Manderville. Now you must use that knowledge. Go to the fallen chimera and dance like only a Manderville can. Aw, shit, I love this dance. This is great. I have it on my hotbar. It's time to boogie. Who's the maddest mad skipper of them all? This dance is fantastic. This isn't the Manderville Mambo. By the way, I forgot there was a difference between the Manderville dance and the Manderville Mambo. Chicken's into it. Fancy yourself a Manderville man. You wouldn't do what only Manderville can. Then lift your legs and put up your hands. Be a Manderville man. He comes. He came. He's German. He will be German. I got to figure out a fucking voice for him. I should have thought of this in the first place. You're not to fear. What the fuck does a German accent sound like? What the fuck does a German accent sound like? Oh, you have not fear from me. Not at all. The only account come to settle versus Chimera. I'll get it. But you are not run here by some coincidence, were you? Nor you came to search for me, Godbert. Who else would gyrate your hips in such a gentlemanly fashion if not for that? Wait, I know you. He, of strong yet tender fingers. But more importantly, how in the hell did you learn Manderville? If I did not teach it to you, then who? Yeah, this works. Oh, his mustache didn't render all the way. He only had half a mustache for a second. And off he goes. By the grace of Saul, what sorcery is this? He yet lives. Okay, that also needs to be like a... that could also be a thumbnail. I have a lot of thumbnails to choose from. Could be taking more right now. He's making some pretty great faces. Jesus! Hildebrand Hildur Maximilian Manderville! It's a German suplex. Smeesh. Krillin did got buff. He got the Moxie Bustion dots. Uh-huh. And gruesome hair. 10 years, Hildebrand. 10 years since you left home, and 5 since I learned of your trip to Darlamont. How long were you planning to allow your mother and father to suffer under the illusion that your beloved son was dead? Son? You're Hildy's father? Gildebrett's a goldsmith of Manderville man, smithing as only a Manderville can. Oil him up and give him a tan, fit for Manderville man. That sounds so much better with a German accent, I love it! Good call, caveman. German was a great way to go. Please, father, cease your undulations at once. There are more pressing matters at hand. There are children present. Cease your undulations. This antique face must be made whole once more, for the sake of Miss Maria. He steps back into the darkness. Ha! Do not worry, little one. I deal with worst case before my morning bowel movement. Oh yeah. Godbreak could Yamcha Krillin with a thought. Hodge applause until the end, Bregot. Guide my hammer. Oh, Bregot, Byregot. Beergut! We've met him! In one of the raid arcs! We know Briargot. Byregot. Beergut. Look at how it sparkles in the twilight, how it radiates elegance. Would you long not agree that it is a work of art? You've completely destroyed a priceless antique historical vase. Nonsense. I have taken a dull, unremarkable vase and transformed it into something far superior. I hope you are paying attention, Hildy, as long as it's been since you last held a hammer. Father, this is not my path. I am an agent of inquiry, an inspector. It is my duty to help those in need. Miss Maria is one such person. There are others, too, innocent people whose weapons were curiously ripped from their hands by a thieving duelist. I thought you had put away the childish dreams. No matter, you will understand in due time. No, I will not. I am an inspector, father. I can do naught else. Mr. Godbert, sir, I don't think my mother's going to like what you did. She probably won't let Mr. Hildebrand help with the investigation. We simply cannot say that for certain, can we? Mayhap she will take a liking to this reimagining. Yes. You spoke of thieving duelists, did you not? It so happens I am something of a duelist myself. Fuck, I cannot hold that. Were we to cross paths with this fellow, I would welcome the opportunity to pit my skills against his. Enkidu as well, I should think. I see. You too possess a strong sense of justice. Full glad I am to have met you, Greg. Now, let us return to Vesper Bay and see how our vase is received. Vesper Bay is... Fucking hell. What does a German accent... Okay, so, Vesper Bay, you say? What a coincidence. I shall be traveling there on business once I have finished gathering material. Oh, I think I might have seen the demon bird which took my weapon. Go on without me. I shall follow anon. It's actually really hard to do those accents interchangeably. Alright, let's go to Vesper Bay. The Bay of Wasps. Well, as long as you guys are having a good time, that's what's important. Like the music of the... What is this one? Which one is this? The Ice Horse? That's the Ice Horse. He will kick your ice. I look so proud upon my steed. What up? Can you honk the horn? I'm not actually going anywhere. God damn it. I forgot to click the doodad. Yeah, this song kind of slaps, though. Swoosh. I hope she likes it. Now she has an English accent. Actually, I think she did in the first place. She lost it eventually. Mother, I brought the vase. By the gods, have you no shame? How dare you make my daughter complicit in your chicanery? I don't know where you found this gaudy trash, but it bears no resemblance whatsoever to the vase I purchased. Now, see here, Lady Derulia. Not only did you send Maria to fetch your priceless vase alone, placing her in the considerable danger should bandits or wild beasts attack, which they did, but... Gaudy trash? Lord Manderville, sir, I did not realize you had arrived. Though I know this is nothing compared to the lavish accommodations an esteemed gentleman such as yourself must enjoy, I pray my humble abode meets with your satisfaction. Oh, it does, my lady. It does indeed. Especially that exquisite vase over yonder. Also, I gather from your previous comments that you do not like my reconstruction. Your reconstruction? I do like it. I love it. I would go so far as to call it a new centerpiece of my Throne Dynasty collection. Ah, what a relief. I would have been most distressed had you said otherwise. We Mandervilles do take pride in our work, ever strived for professional perfection. Oh, but why am I repeating my son's Hildebrands doubtless told you where he offered to investigate the duelist threat. Oh, enough expository banter, I say. I cannot recall if your son used those precise words, but I do remember thinking that his help would be most welcome. You will be helping us, Inspector Hildebrand, will you not? Wait a minute. Your father is Lord Godbert Manderville, the man who took Ireland Viron's seat in the Syndicate? It appears there have been a great many developments over the past 10 years of which I am completely unaware. In any case, we must redirect our energies towards the investigation of the thieving duelist. Our first order of business will be to review all facts with consenting Inspector Briardian. I almost got his name right that time. Yeah, I did. And I fucking nailed it too, I feel. Well, I'll come back and watch this and cringe at how bad my voice acting is. Where the fuck do I go? Where's the... Briardian. I hate his name. It's so hard to remember. Just like Gratia. I was complaining when I remembered Gratia's name. I couldn't remember his name. Why are you still here? Allow me to educate. Lady Durilda has asked that we assist with the investigation. Now kindly share with us all of your information. Fine. Our plans have advanced to the stage that even you couldn't ruin them anyway. I commissioned several reproductions of the Treaty Blade through a merchant named Jajapa, who traffics in counterfeit antiques. These blades have been delivered to the Observatorium, where they are being distributed amongst Lady Durilia's sales word. Once I give the order, they will transport them via alternate routes to Vesper Bay. Oh, I think I get it. You're hiding the real transport with a bunch of decoys, right? They are all decoys. The moment the thief strikes, all of our forces will converge on his location, including those disguised as small folk along each route. The real treaty blade will remain in the original owner's vault until the thief has been apprehended. Everything's been accounted for. You are superfluous.
And then he has to flex.
Do you have to do that every time? Yes. Mayhap we could use more small folk to watch the road in and out of the observatorium, assuming you have the capacity to conduct yourself in an unassuming fashion. Fear not, my fellow inspector, for I am the master of disguise. Have you any information regarding the duelist himself? A description, perhaps?
You never thought to ask Humphrey, did you? The thief said he'd be towering brute dressed in red who wields a halberd.
A man so garishly dressed should be easy to find in snowy Coarthus.
Gee, it's almost like we met someone exactly like that.
Then I suppose we don't need your help after all, do we? Come or don't, I couldn't care less.
Be seeing ya. Pray forgive my lateness.
Greg, my good man, what a pleasure it is to see you again. We just received new information regarding the weapon thief. Our victim described him as a halberd-wielding brute dressed in... A ridiculous outfit.
A ridiculous outfit. Oh, now, I am intrigued. What reason would a warrior have for wearing impractical clothing?
What reason indeed? It is enough to make a gentleman laugh. Ho 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 ho!
Yeah.
Allow me to summarize our current plan of action. Our destination is the Observatorium, and our mission is to pose as goodly small folk, in accordance with Inspector Briardian's instructions. Naturally, should the situation demand improvisation, we ought to disregard those instructions. Any questions? No. Then let us sally forth at once.
Alright. Took out Dragonhead. Tip-a-tap on my keys. It's in my car! Check this out. I have to stand in my car. Shit! We didn't crash this day. This is one of my favorite mounts. I quite like it. Hey, this is where you get the snowball mount. Oh, check this out. We can do this. Give me a second. We can only do this properly every so often. This is not where it is. Give me a second. There it is. Yeet. Alright. Quickly, to the next guy before you can return the favor!
Hail to thee, fellow servant of justice. I take it you are one of many tasked with transporting the counterfeit treaty blade. Clearly you are mistaking me for someone else, At ease, Sergeant. They are with us, more small folk. Keep an eye on them, or else. Do whatever, I don't care. But sir, bugger me. Don't you bloody move until I get back. I say, I say, is this land always so inhospitable? The biting winds, the endless snows. Mayhap keeping active will help me to stay warm. Oh, should I chance to find a thieving duelist, I will of course summon you, after administering the requisite beating. Ha ha ha. Good, you're still here, huh? Wasn't there someone else with you a moment ago? Ah, you speak of Greg. He ventured outside the gates here moments before your arrival, fully eager to catch the thief as we. Come, Nashu, we too must answer the call of duty. You look like you might actually be useful. Why don't you have a word with the man near the east gates? We're undermanned over there.
That man does not give a shit. It's too late. I already hit you with snow. Just wailing on me with snowballs. You see that just now? No? I don't think my eyes were playing tricks on me, but there's only one way to be sure. You wait here. It's a weird voice I decided to go with, but whatever. Inspector, over here, look!
What is it, Nashu? Pray tell me what you see.
Aha! I see you, demon bird! You will not escape me. Oh, wait, no, this is Gilgamesh talking.
Ah, I see you, demon bird. You will not escape me this time. Why, hello there, my friends. It is aught amiss. Is aught amiss? Oh, it's just Greg. For a moment, I thought you might have spotted our thief. Come, Nashu. We have lingered here over long. We must egress post haste.
Stop it! Melting me with snow! Stop! It's a proper snowball fight right now. I cast this! Yeet. Right.
Back on to manly gentlemaning. There's not out of the ordinary here either.
No luck, Hey, it's the bird.
We have scouted every ilm of this area to no avail. I can only conclude that having learned that his opponent was to be the legendary Inspector Hildebrand, the duelist renounced his criminal ways and retreated into hiding.
Or perhaps he's waiting patiently outside the walls for more wagons to leave. That being said, should you decide to venture into the wilderness, you had best arm yourself with more than your wits.
I appreciate your concern, Miss Ellie, but a gentleman should abstain from violence unless absolutely necessary.
I'll fight for you, Inspector. I've even found a weapon to use. By the 12, it's that self-same spirit. Oh, that's Hildebrand talking. Hilarious.
By the 12, it's that self-same spear which propelled me towards the Red Moon. Wherever did you find it?
It was buried in the snow.
Well, one cannot ignore the will of destiny. Return it to me, Nashu. Though I will still endeavor to avoid fisticuffs, I will dutifully arm should worst come to worst. Now then, we begin our search for the duelist to the east of the observatorium.
Gilgamesh just having a good day back there. Chasing his wife around. Oh, we got more people in on this, huh? I can dig it. Let's fucking go. Come on. We have a new challenger. Oh, fuck you too. Oh god, I'm getting pelted with snow on two fronts. Alright, that was fun. It's this way.
Wherefore art thou, my nefarious nemesis? 'Twas not the selfsame creature, but one of many. Nevertheless, I know that my weapon is close by. You sense it too, don't you?
That's pretty reasonable.
Greg,
That's not his accent.
Greg, I've been meaning to ask, why do you covet this weapon so? If you but beheld it, you would understand. In some ways it bore resemblance to a spear, but in other respects it was quite different. It was crowned with a magnificent axe blade, to which was welded a musket bell. This sword of yours, what does it look like?
'Twas one but the first weapon I had added to my collection after arriving to these lands. Ah, how I yearn to reclaim it, the strongest of spears.
This weapon of yours bears a striking resemblance to... the strongest of spears. I claimed this weapon 5 years ago. Surely you can't be serious. Now you call me Shell.
Sorry, that one got me.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
Leslie Nielsen's a fucking treasure.
Anyway, good, now you call me Shirley. No matter, give it to me, give it to me. Mine? This spear and I have traveled together to the very heavens. I wouldn't relinquish it again. This spear and I have blasted many men together. I will not relinquish it again. Then we are at an impasse.
Yeah. I can't believe I'm saying this, but well done, Inspector. Thanks to you, we've caught the weapon thief in the act.
Miss Ellie, you are grossly misreading our dispute. Greg is a good, honest man, who I am certain has never stolen a weapon in his life. Indeed, I have not. Every weapon I have claimed was by rights of mine. Each was a trophy for blasting. Each was a trophy for blasting my opponent besting my opponents in single combat. Wait, what?
I believe that constitutes as a confession. Seize him.
A confession to what? I have done not wrong. Bah! You are all beyond reason.
Baldesian. Baldy's nuts.
Ah, yes, my plan to secure Greg's confession was utterly flawless, and his caption will be a coup de grace. A coup de grace. Have it both ways. Well, my plan is thus far flawless. Griffin Crossing is still impassable. I know who you are, even if that imbecile doesn't, so let's not mince words. Only you have the skills to face the duelist in battle. Even so, your strength alone will likely not suffice. I suggest you master what allies you can. Oh no, it'll be fine, trust me. Naju, Miss Ellie, oh my good man, it's a relief to hear your footfalls. All as I have doubtless deduced, I was unable to prevent Greg from escaping through the doors. I must leave the rest to you. Okay. Yes, it was I behind those doors the whole time. You took so long to arrive, I was getting worried you might have gotten lost. Long did I wonder what your role into play in this. A silent guardian content to watch events unfold with minimal interaction. At the last, I understand. We are fated to duel, you and I. Best me, and you may have this spear. Fail, and your weapons are forfeit. Fair terms, do you not think? I will even extend them to your allies. I grant you leave to summon others. After all, it will avail you no advantage. For Gilgamesh, it is in beginning time. For Gilgamesh, it is in beginning time. Cool. That it? What do you mean, was that it? Whatever. Let's go. Oh yeah. They might as well go ahead and throw us in the big bridge. As I have mentioned on your Discord, probably a few minutes ago, you did it. Thank you kindly. Do you remember? Oh yeah, that's right, because I'm wearing a different outfit. Duh. Oh, my motif's already painted? Why are my motifs already painted? Wait, I want to do it.
Fine, I admit it. Fighting all 8 of you.
8?
Is just too much for me.
Did we even do anything?
Not? Ha! I lied. Have at thee.
I was way off with his voice.
Why, I've been had. This is far from the strongest of spears. I feel so betrayed. Goodness gracious. I, just remembered something.
We needn't bother with these small fries. We have much bigger fries to take care of.
I must say, I quite enjoy this tussle. I won't
He's dead.
go down so easily.
He did go down so easily. Like chocolate milk. I take a celebratory about a feature. Alright, let's go speak with Briardian. Alone, yet still armed, huh? In any case, he seems satisfied with the halberd. We will proceed to the delivery. Proceed with the delivery? I don't know, either way. To Mordona, apparently. No, maybe I missed. Maybe it's not Mordona. Thanalan. Right. Do 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 do. So majestic. Okay, probably turn my face back on before I miss my turn. Durilda, we come bearing spear. Or sword. That's right, she had a sword. Ah, 'tis more magnificent than I imagined. 'Twill make a fine addition to my collection. Thank you, General Grievous. You. They got a kiss. And with that, our business is concluded. Cheers. I genuinely mean that in your case, by the way. Thanks. All's well that ends well, right, Inspector? Though it is a shame that Greg turned out to be the thief. There you are, Inspector Briardian. Why do you not wait for me at the docks? What? The real Durilda, or whatever her name is? Huh. Why are you all staring at me so? Oh, never mind that. Where is my treaty blade? But didn't we just give you the treaty blade? Ha! Ha! That's terrifying. I hate it. It looks like Benedict Cumberbatch. I think it's the first time in a very long time I've pronounced his name correctly. Disguise yourself as a client and let the treaty blade come to you. How very Lupin the Third of him. Take advantage of an existing situation to distract us from the real crime. Brilliant. The man in red never spoke of a treaty blade, only the halberd. Moreover, he always issued a challenge in person. I've got it! Dear gods, it's obvious, isn't it? What is it like in your funny brain? In that funny little brain? It must be so boring. How dare! Quite. Rude. If the man in red didn't send the challenge, then who did? Was it me? It was me all along. Uh-huh.
And the card has to arc upward. Wait, when did Godbert get here? Ooh, it dodged. I love this game.
Yes.
Oh, this arc is fantastic. Everyone's just dancing like fools, dodging the card, just gracefully lodges into his forehead. Thank you.
I believe this is addressed to me, condescending Inspector Briardian.
Piss off.
400 years I have slept. 1,000 faces do I wear. What is yours will be mine. I shall come and claim the Lapis Maiden's virtue. A many-faced phantom thief. Interesting.
The design and that wording are the same as before. The thief who stole the treaty blade sent this.
I'm following. Totally following.
Godbert. God damn it!
Very well. And I alone, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, once more accept your challenge. Yes.
Oh. You want a challenge, huh? Stand and face me, you buffoon! This is great. How dare you all laugh at a time like this, after allowing my precious treaty blade to be stolen? And you, Maria! Well, I suppose it is a little funny, isn't it? The two of them dashing to and fro, a pair of gentleman murmurs. I know, it's been far too long since we've seen a show. We should head to the city later, just you and me. Give me a second, I have to process this. Give me a second, I'm remembering what a German accent sounds like. Give me a second to buffer. Nope, that's Scottish. Ah, not bad, Hilde. Not bad at all. You're indeed a Manderville man. I'm close enough. For a second, I completely forgot what it sounded like. Mark, my face. Mark, my face. Oh, phantom of many faces. For it is the face of the... I almost forgotten what a German accent sounds like entirely, but now I seem to have it again. I will only forget it until the next time that Goldberg gets to speak. And I never really had a Spanish accent. I don't really know what that was. Just... it seems we're done with this arc. The fiend dare lays claim to the fair maiden's virtue, and seeds of jealousy quicken within our spectre's soul. Can true love blossom on the battlefield? Will the Manderville man find his Manderville wife? Hildebrand will return in The Case of Indecency. And I am going to call it here for tonight. Yeah, as soon as we're done with the whatever this is. Hey, what's that with the goggles those men are wearing? They look special. Maybe if I ask nicely, they'll give me a pair. I guess we'll find out next time. Bye-bye. Fucking weird. I love this game. I love this arc. Ah, you've got your catfish palanquin, huh? Yeah, I could probably do a raid after this. I think that'd be fun. Alright. First off, I suppose I should do a sign-off of sorts. Here's fine. Get out of my spotlight! There we go. I think I should probably do the Manderville dance. Alright. Well, thank you very much for joining my stream. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Tune in next time for I Am Going to Kill You. More Manderville. I will catch y'all later.